As soon as he gets his head up, I lost control of his head. What do I need? His hips and hands. My hips are still on his hips, connected, right? But I cannot stay here if he's got his head free, because it's only a matter of time before he frees up one of those hands and starts dropping these shots on me. This is not an intelligent defense. So what I have to do. So we're gonna start off the inside trip. So you're gonna clinch up, circle, inside trip, and bottom's gonna wind up on the bottom here. So watch, my first move, right? My first move here, I wanna do what? Swim, I wanna control his head, right? Head, hips, and hands. That's what I'm thinking about. Head, hips, and hands when there's strikes involved. My hips are connected to his hips. I need control of his head. And I need at least one of his arms. So I want to swim here, I want to wrap up one of his arms, and then I want to angle off, so now I can better defend against this shot, right there. I also want this knee to be kind of clamped down here and heavy on him, so it's hard for him to lift his head and square back up with me. If I'm loose here, he's just going to drive back in, square back up. And again, I still have his arm trapped. He's not out of the woods yet, but it's a little bit easier for him to get that strike off. I want to be on one side, and I want to be looking to control here, and I want this leg high and controlling. Okay? Right now, see, I have control of his hand. Now, lift his head up, lift your head up. I don't care, because see, I got control of that. Now I'm going to look to put him into some trouble. Okay? I'm not going to get into triangles and arm bars and all that stuff here. You guys should be doing jiu-jitsu. You should know how to do a triangle and arm bar. I'm just thinking about the setup from here, right? Also, if I can get in here, I can get my feet in, and I can start to make space, work my way back to my feet if I want. Get my knees in between him and I can move him off his square, get myself back to my feet, okay? I don't want to get into all the options that we have from playing the position. Right now, what I want to work on is stopping you from getting separated from your consciousness when you're on the ground. Because the whole game changes when there's strikes involved, all right? So from the inside trip, you're going to swim immediately, and if his hands are not on me, I go get him. And see where I went? All the way to my side. Now I want to control this hand. See that? Here I have control of his head. I climb this knee up and pinch down. I can kind of frame and get away, but I want that hand. If I lose that hand, I can frame and get away, and he can't square up and hit me, right? But I'd prefer to have that. Okay, I just want you to get to this position, and I want the person on top, just try to free your hands back and just try to punch hard, right? He might get this hand back, throw punch, that's fine. I just cover and wrap. See that? He throws the punch, cover, and wrap. Off to the side. You can't punch with this one. I got this one trapped. Right? Survival, number one. If I have control of his head, I get control of his arms, now I'm in a good position. I can start to attack if I want to. I'm in a good position where I can start to try to frame and get away if I want to. I can butterfly hook and make space. I can frame here and make space. Keep this hand wrapped. Get my hips down and fight out of it. So I can attack from bottom, or I can just work to get up from bottom without getting knocked unconscious. Everybody understand what we're doing? Swim, head and arm, angle off, and right from there I want top person to struggle. See if you can control that outside hand. A couple of different grips that nature gives you. That tricep right there, it's a nice grip. Also, because he's wearing little gloves, that also makes a nice grip. Okay? And I don't have to like squeeze onto it like crazy. I just have to make connection with this right here. Right. Now, once I have control of that wrist, I can think about my pyramid position. See how I'm feel how I'm pushing you away from me? That's it. That's it. So he can't strike. Now, if I want to get back up, I can get back up, or if I want to attack, I can attack. Yes? 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. So look, I'm gonna swim in from underneath and wrap the head and the arm. See how I hooked over it? I'm not hooking under it here. This is fine, but this is not what I want right now. He can still strike from here. He can swim, get his arm back. I don't want that. I want to wrap it right now. And then from here, watch. Without putting my foot on the floor, preferably, I just scissor my leg, and that takes my butt off to one side. Right? I'm still holding on to his head. Now I climb my legs up. Now I've isolated his offense to just this. Okay? Control. I can start to attack, or I can look to get up. Frame. Free my legs. Wrestle up. The important thing is that he can't attack me. See the position that I finish in? And I worked my way from here to here, off to one side, to here, to here. Now I have space, I have distance. He's not in a fighting position. I can move him and wrestle up if I want, or I can choose to attack with submissions from there. Yes?
Yes, sir.
1, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go over what happens when I lose control of their posture now. Okay? So, inside trip, he got me down. I'm trying to swim, but he trains too. He knows the deal. Right? So he gets his head up. As soon as he gets his head up, I lost control of his head. What do I need? His hips and hands. My hips are still on his hips, connected, right? But I cannot stay here if he's got his head free, because it's only a matter of time before he frees up one of those hands and starts dropping these shots on me. This is not an intelligent defense. So what I have to do, right away I go to here. And I put my feet in his hips and I put my knees on his chest. And now what he's gonna do if he wants to reach me is drive in and try to drop shots. But look, he can't throw them straight. They won't reach. Go back to your knees just for drill purposes right now. Throw the punch straight. They won't reach. So he's gonna have to lean in and throw the shot from around there. You see that? So again, this is not an intelligent defense. When I feel him go to do that, I'm gonna cover and wrap. He's gonna cover and wrap, and I'm gonna get to this spot right here. Okay? This no-gi butterfly. Once I have control of his triceps, you'll develop a feel for this. I wanna spread my knees out like this so I'm putting pressure in his biceps. I'm not gonna be able to control him here forever. Eventually he's gonna get his hands back, right? But now he cannot hit me. Just try to hit me. Hard for him to do. If I lose the elbow, I go to the wrist, here. And I'm not above, don't put this on camera, just a little grip, a docious, and then, you know, whatever. Ref didn't see it. That it didn't fucking happen, did it? So I'm here. But look, it's this no-gi spider guard. Triceps, and I spread my knees. If I keep them here, it's easy for him to fight back. I spread my knees out, I'm putting pressure in his biceps here. Okay? Even if he stands up, it's gonna be hard for him. Right? And guess what? If he stands up, awesome. Legal. Yeah. legal, right? If he stays here, just kind of drives in, but I'm not getting hit in the face, right? 1, 2, play around with both grips and just kind of give your partner a little bit of energy, try to free your hands and try to punch him. Start from here. I lose control of his head, immediately feet in the hips, and look, I just drifted my hands to his wrist naturally, but I want you to start here and I want you to feel how this feels. Cover and wrap, cover and wrap. Just like that. Reset, cover and wrap, cover and wrap. Get my knees spread wide, play around with both grips. He stands up, that's awesome. Yes? Sir. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Same deal here. If I lose control of his head, I cannot stay here. Okay, even if I'm grabbing his wrist, he's gonna be able to get that back. He can roll elbows over the top and whatever. So as soon as I lose control of his head, right here, my feet are in his hips, my knees are in his chest, right? Now I want you to give your partner a little bit of resistance, try to punch him, try to throw their legs to the side. I just keep, if he pushes on my knees, cool. I just get control of his hand, right? And now I can start to play a game, right? If he stands up, I can boot him. Can I triangle from here? There's all sorts of sweeps from here, all from this no-gi spider guard game, right? We're gonna get into all of these options and possibilities later, but you have to have the first part first. You have to know how not to get punched in the face. So, same person on bottom, I want you to try to throw their knees to the side, give them some energy, then we're gonna switch, and then we'll be done. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Do it. So look, there is the foundation for your ground and pound defense, right there. So if I can keep them in closed guard, I have to control their head. If I lose control of their head, I cannot keep my guard closed now. Now I have to open up, feet in the hips, knees to the chest. Now I've isolated their shots. They can only throw from the outside. Cover and wrap, and I'm in my no-gi spider guard game, right? We're gonna go over all of a variety of attacks, a whole bunch of attacks off of all these different positions from the head and arm and from the no-gi spider. For the next several weeks, so make sure that you're not missing that. We'll start from a takedown, we'll work some pads, go to a takedown, then we'll work our ground and pound defense, and we're gonna work that until you guys, I can feel comfortable watching you drill, and I can confident you're not gonna get hit in the face, right? Or at least not often, and not clean, flush shots. If you're not used to dealing with that, it's difficult. Once you understand the game, probably get this out of here. Once you play this game enough, you're gonna get comfortable doing this, and it's gonna be really hard to punch you in the face when you're on the ground. You have confidence. If you're not used to doing this, it can be a little bit frightening at first. Once you get used to playing the game, it's not gonna be a problem for you anymore. You can confidently play from your back and know that you're not gonna get hit in the face. So if you do get taken down in a fight, you're not gonna freak out, right? When you freak out, that's when shit goes awry, right? If you're calm, cool, level-headed, you've been in this position a million times, you're not gonna freak out if you wind up on your back. No worries, I know I can get back up. I can defend myself until I get to a position where I can wrestle up or attack with a submission or a sweep. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Good shit. Austin makes his pro debut on Saturday. Give it up for my dog. He says he's 173 right now. We'll find out. But that's my student of the day. Give it up for my man.